Good morning, fellow meanderers. First and foremost, let's get moss sorted out. But we're in a very, very special part of Buckinghamshire today. A place that's thoroughly underrated. I'm keeping the camera down to unveil this. But we're not actually in the Chiltern Hills. We're in part of the Aylesbury Vale, which is a rather hilled area which creates a part of the horseshoe of the Vale. But this is Brill on the hill. And we've got an old windmill here that's been lovingly restored back to its former glory. And as it's not quite as popular as the Chiltern Hills, it's underrepresented in terms of the tourism and the amount of people that visit on a day-to-day or a monthly basis. But I would argue, good boy Moss, I would argue that Brill on the Hill is perhaps one of my favourite places in all of the county. Steeped in history, thoroughly rural, and just a lovely place to live. One day maybe I can retire here. Who knows where the world is going to take me, or this journey is going to take me. Mind that electric fence, Mossy. Gomye. Gomye. Good boy. So, but yeah, look, all the undulations round here. It's such a well-kept moor. Come on. And they've actually put the what's name all the way around here, electric fence. I think it might be for the cattle. Oh yeah, it is for the cattle. So they've got the cattle roaming, but yeah, there's Brill Windmill. How cool is that, eh? This way, Moss. Yeah, the electric fence is up for the cattle. But during the summer months, you can go around all of this, and a lot of people get their mountain bikes out and all of that. But it's a really, really superb thing. I can't remember what it used to do. I think it might have been refined grain for bread, if memory serves. I'm sure I'll be able to Google it. I'm actually surprised there isn't. Gomye. I'm actually surprised. Oh, what have you got your eyes on? Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that they haven't got a plaque up here. Come. Good boy. But yeah, such a cool place. I believe it opens to the public at times of the year as well. But just a really cool bit of history. And just look at that backdrop. I know it's a slightly gloomy, low visibility day here in the home counties. But but yeah, what an amazing place. So anyways, you kind of got the best of it off of the rip. Oh, hang on. Mind that. You can't go in there. Mind that electric fence. What's this? So here we go. A bit more info on the cows. So just do a quick narration. So grasslands like Brill Common have evolved through centuries of grazing. They have become nationally very scarce and are of significant ecological importance. To ensure our commons well-being, our commons well-being professional advice recommends conservation grazing with cattle. Grazing controls invasion by shrub and dominant grasses and allows less rigorous plant species to flourish and flower. This produces a mosaic of habitats that acts as hosts to numerous butterflies and insects. To ensure grassland biodiversity, this is the first crucial link in the food chain. Cattle dung also provides an ideal habitat for invertebrates and insects, who in their turn sustain birds and other wildlife. To ensure sustainable grazing, a village cooperative was formed to purchase this herd of Dexter cattle, and that is now cared for by volunteers. This is a UK first. Wow. Okay, this is all mind that electric fence. You'll soon know if you get stung by that, mate. So this is all new. Oh man, what an amazing piece of conservation. You only see this in certain areas. There's quite a few round Bucks. But yeah, good on the community of Brill for bringing this back. That's amazing. I knew that you could just, well, in fact, it proves my point. Basically, this cattle isn't always here. I just thought it was a seasonal thing. But this is going to be a permanent fixture. Well done, Brill. Away from those berries. Gone, yay. But they've still preserved, you know, the walking areas. And he's very interested in the cattle, bless him. But we've got to be careful with this electric fence. I don't want to get stung by it, nor do you, mister. But yeah. Oh, what a treat. I didn't even expect this. I thought I was just going to be showing you a windmill today. Oh, please don't fall over, Adam. Don't fall over, Adam. Oh, yeah, a little bit unsteady on the hooves. Look at you, Moss Blythe. Oh, lovely. Good morning to you too, mister. Or Mrs. Kom jij, Moss? Volg. Volg. You've got to be good round cattle. This is the thing. You know, he's just very interested by them. Impressive. Man, never know where every walk and meander and adventure is going to take you. But yeah, another great start to the walk. I'm only 5 minutes in. It was stags in Wollaston Park at the weekend. Now we've got Dexter cattle on Brill on the Hill, a local meander. And yeah, like I said yesterday, we're gonna, come on, Volg, heel, good boy. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot more moss on the road as and when I get a bit better. But one thing that you've probably realised, that this set of counties that converge where I live have some of the most beautiful areas of outstanding natural beauty in the country. I'm so fortunate to have grown up around these areas, work in these areas, and yeah, just very, very fortunate. But the UK is a vast place, it's beautiful, and I would say the Highlands is arguably the nicest. I love West Wales as well, Cornwall, Dorset. Again, I'm not going to name every county in the country, but there is a lot of beautiful rural sort of areas that can be enjoyed by all, and we're going to investigate them as the years go on. But yeah, what a cool addition with those cattle. And I believe that this bit on the right has a good amount of history as well, so we're going to check that out as well for all of you, the audience, today. Do some narration. Sorry about the poor narration then. Need to put my glasses on. Morning. Beautiful red lab.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're becoming more and more popular now.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit funny with little dogs.
Is he really? Do you want to try socialising him, or you're not so sure? It's entirely up to you.
There's a sausage dog, which either he doesn't understand what he is,
Okay.
or we're not sure. But
Well,
there's a definite issue with. So I think he's just telling me that he's a little bit on guard.
No, he's definitely a little bit anxious, I can tell. Yeah.
He's not bugging his tail.
A little bit. No, he's alert going off of his tail.
He's just holding his own.
Yeah.
And he can be a little bit funny because he's only 3.5 and he's intact.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
it might be fine.
mine's intact in 6 months.
There you go. And he's
Yeah.
a bit of a kind of. Sometimes when doggies are quite young, he's a bit like, I'm the big boy, like at school.
Well, so he's grown up with retrievers, my one, so he's used to it. But that's good. That's nice interaction.
Just tell him where he's.
Yeah, no,
where
that's
he's fitting in
fine.
the
That's
pack.
fine. That's beautiful interaction. There you go,
Yeah.
Moss.
He's a good boy.
There's a good boys. There you go.
He's
Let's
such
not
a
overdo it.
sweetie.
He is a
He's an
sweetie.
absolute honey. Like, you wouldn't believe how ridiculously soft he is.
Yeah.
But he's a dog.
Of course, don't treat him like humans.
No, we do.
Yeah, no.
All the time.
So
I
someone's
try to.
baby him. That was a beautiful interaction, to be fair. Lovely. Have a lovely morning. Here we go. So we're at Hartwell's barn. What a lovely red lab. So yeah, this is got loads of history. So yeah, the hilltop has been in continual use from prehistoric times. Its springs of fresh water, fertile soil and underlying clay made it attractive for many settlers, including Iron Age people, the Romans, Celts and Saxons. This Brill comments 1981 with the sheep grazing it. So they are bringing the grazing lands back. And number two, in the Middle Ages, the area around in the Middle Ages, the area around you would have been more heavily wooded. It was part of Burnwood Forest, owned and hunted by the kings of England in the 11th century. Edward the Confessor would have ridden near here on his way to Royal Hunting Lodge in Brill, which was next to the church. In all admittance, we still have quite a big hunting community here, but it's obviously controlled now, which is great. Because I don't really agree with the hunt, even though I have a hunting dog. But yeah, anyways, everyone has their right to do whatever they want within reason. So in 1086, Domesday Book recorded that there was enough woodland in Brill to fatten 200 swine, that's pigs. Pannage or painage, the right to graze pigs in the woodland, was very important to the villagers. That used to be a big thing, actually. The clay beneath the hill gave rise to a thriving pottery industry. 8 kilns were operating in the mid-13th century when up to 250,000 pots were made. Brill jugs were sold as far as 50 miles away. There are examples of Brill pottery in Ashmolean in Oxford and Buckinghamshire County Museum in Aylesbury. Morning. Another lab, lovely stuff. Right, number 5. Go on, boy. Nice interaction. Good boy. How old's yours?
What are you, 18 months?
18 months. Oh, you're still almost adolescent still. Yeah. Yeah, mine's only 6 months. He's tiny. He's still got a lot of growing to do, but he's pretty good. That's a nice interaction. Good boy. Right, no licking. There you go. Lovely. Thanks for that. Appreciated. That's a good socialising as well. Again, you just got to keep it a bit short and sweet when he starts looking at their faces. He's not a fan. Moss, sit. Good boy. Blythe. Let's keep reading this. From the 15th century. Oh, hang on. Phone. Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I'm leaving Jeff's. Just going to put the coat on my phone.
Superb. Well, I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Did you get my voice note about the road closure? So basically what you'll do, I think it will route you through Cuddington. It will take you across a place called Cannon Hill and it will say road closed, ignore it. It's for the relaying of Ashenden Road. Basically, you'll get to the final road closure sign and that's where you need to turn left and go down the hill anyway. So don't basically detour and cost yourself an extra 15 minutes in commute. Yeah, so basically you'll come up the hill, there's a crossroads, it will say road closure, ignore them basically, follow it all the way up and then it will hang you a left on the T-junction where they're relaying the road. So yeah, just keep with the sat-nav, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, mate.
Nice one, cheers, pleasure, bye. Right, that's me setting up my meeting. So we've got 45 minutes, Mossy. Hey, are you eating bloody berries again? Let's keep reading this plaque. So from the 15th century to early 20th century, bricks and tiles were also made, and digging for clay gave the common its present-day humps and hollows. Most of the older cottages in the village are made from Brill bricks. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. In 1632, in exchange for the loss of forest rights and after years of dispute, Charles I granted 48 acres of land to artificers, ancient cottagers and poorer sort of inhabitants of Brill. This land is known as Brill Common, which is what we're on. This is all Brill Common here, where the cows are grazing. Here we go. Here's more about the windmill. I knew there'll be a plaque somewhere. Hey, Moss, I'll be in the bloody berries. Brill Windmill, built in the late 1680s, is one of the 6 oldest post mills in Britain. It was still grinding barley for cattle feed in the early 1920s, so it's been out of operation for nearly a century. The windy hilltop is so suited to milling that between 1800 and 1830, there were 4 windmills within sight of each other than on the common. By 1906, there were only 2, and by 1907, just 1. Mills were very vulnerable both to storm damage and fire. Moss, there, Blythe. By the 19th century, Brill had become home to an important brick industry and much of the common resembled an industrial site. With the decline in this industry, decline of this industry in the early 20th century, many villagers exercised their right to graze sheep and cattle here. The grazing animals did a wonderful job keeping the grass short and the brambles in check. However, in 1996, Brill's last shepherd, Mr. Pointer, which actually there is the Pointer pub down the road, which is fantastic for a roast dinner, and his dog, Meg, retired. Since then, no sheep have wandered freely over the common. Nowadays, volunteers from the village under the guidance of common management team try to do the sheep's work. A generous grant from DEFRA in 2005 enabled the purchase of much needed equipment, a cutter, baler, hay rake and hand tools to cut and remove the long grass and tame the brambles and nettles. Now, number 11 is going to be less of a requirement now, the cattle here. So good to see. I don't know how many berries Moss has eaten, but yeah, look at these views and just incredible history up here. I'm such a geek, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I didn't bore too many of you. Again, if you don't like the channel, switch off, hit that thumbs down button. Absolutely fine, creates the right kind of engagement for us. But if you are enjoying the channel, from the walks to being on an adventure to the little bits of history and, you know, sort of appreciating wildlife, the great outdoors and hiking, please give us a massive thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe and spank that bell. Oh, that sounded bad. Hit the bell button if you want all of the updates. I didn't even mean that to sound like innuendo. What a pleb. Anyways, Moss, come yay. We're going to continue this walk. We're 16 minutes in now. I probably spent the last 5+ minutes giving you guys a history lesson and narrating back what was on that board. A lot easier to read that one because the font was higher or taller. So yeah, Brill on the hill, guys. Thoroughly recommend. And yeah, just the common isn't all of Brill. There's a lake inside of the village which we won't have time to get to. But yeah, we're just gonna have a little walk about. There's a national footpath around here. And yeah, it's just beautiful. Mossy? Berries. You want your berries, don't you? But yeah, definitely still getting a little bit out of breath just by bloody talking too quickly. Serves me right for being a chatterbox, doesn't it? Also as well, I've placed the microphone in a slightly lower area, although it's actually not working very well. Let me rejig this. Pop that there. Hang on, Moss. There we go, I'm happy with how that's clipped now. But it was just on the bag, just going back and forth. So let's give him some slack. And what I'll quickly check as well is footpath map, just to make sure I am going the right way. I'm pretty certain once I'm round the bottom of this road, I'll take a right down the South Hills, which is down that way. No, I don't want that way. I want up and then left. Then that cuts through. Yeah. I think. I'm not sure. Come on, Moss. Oh, okay. Yeah, GPS was off. So I'll basically go along this section, hang a left. That'll bring me round. So yeah, this walk will probably be what are you doing? Excuse me? What are you doing? There's no poo there. You're just making yourself dirty. Come on, you. Come on, dirty boy. Yeah, probably be about 35 to 40 minutes this walk. But again, panning out to the right-hand side. Got the hills cascading along the way, all the way to Milton Keynes, around about 20 odd mile away. Go on, yay. Go on, Moss. Yeah, we missed a border terrier interaction, but I tell you what, those 2 retriever interactions, that lady was not sure, but look, put some trust in, put some confidence. I was really, really pleased with that, and I think the lady was as well. Moss, heel. Volg. Moss. Volg. It's that tiny little, that's the tiniest pop, and he's got where I need to be. He's really starting to learn his lead work well. Again, if it wasn't for those cattle, I would have had him off on the common. But yeah, this way, I don't really know that well, so I'll keep him on leash. He's so bloody good on lead now that, you know, I don't really mind. And yeah, just casting her eyes back to the windmill on top of the common. Good boy, Moss. Good wee wees. Oh, I love the fact you're doing big boy wees now, cocking your leg. Simple things in life. That's what it is for me now. The simple things, the great outdoors, just enjoying breathing in fresh air. I mean, like, one thing that, you know, when I was pretty much rendered unable to breathe particularly well for months, you count your chickens when you can. Yeah, got 100 problems until you got a health problem. But yeah, the recovery's slow. I'm still getting out of breath, but slowly but surely I'm building up strength. I put a stone back on in weight after losing nearly 4. Yeah, dicey times at not quite 40 years of age. So yeah, I don't want to preach to you guys and say live life to the fullest, but I acted like I was invincible for many years. Have I gone the wrong way? Hang on, Moss. Have I gone the wrong way? I need to turn left here somewhere. Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, nice. But yeah, again, you know, I didn't look after myself as well as I should have done. Come on, Moss. Treated my body like a bin at times. And yeah, just reevaluating and reassessing things. And to be honest, come on, getting this wonderful little man has given me the sense of purpose that I've desired for the best part of a decade. Come on, keep shifting. You know, like I said, with the channel when I started, I didn't really know what I was going to end up discussing on my walks. It's kind of like a bit of therapy, really, for me. So, Moss, I'm going to take you off there. Moss. Because I know this bit. Yeah, a little bit of therapy, walking and talking, chewing your ears off the audience, but yeah, it's just glorious being out with nature and appreciating it, which I have done for years. I've always been an avid hiker, but yeah, I use my hiking and general fitness to sort of make excuses for 25 years of smoking cigarettes. I nearly paid the price, but weirdly enough, my lung issue is not actually cigarette related, but make no mistake, I've definitely damaged the lungs over the years. Go on, keep going, shift. Good boy. Oh, this is quite a little meander through the brambles. I think you come towards the end of this section and then, go on, Moss, go. And then it goes into the estate. Lovely.
Lots of stingers. So it's not that well trodden around here. Follow, Moss. Moss, follow. Follow, Moss. Come here. Good boy. Get through those obstacles. I've just been nailed by a spider of some description. Love it when he follows me. It's rare that we've done it. We haven't done it very often recently. It's the best. Lead with love, and they will follow. You're such a good boy, aren't you? You're such a good boy. And yeah, we're about to come into the... Come here. About to come into the estate. See if I can get away with having off leave for a little bit longer. But yeah, look. See? Don't even have to look behind, just know he's there. Get to this end. Come, Moss. Come. Heel. Volg. Heel. Too far. Moss. What's this? I think I hang a left here. Moss. What's this? Come. Zit. Zit, zit, liggen, plaats, leave it. This is my new trick. Don't know whether that picks him up, but he's leaving it now. I had to put his lead on. Good boy. Go ahead. Good boy. Oh, I literally only clocked that I could do that yesterday. So yeah, so here, so I hung a left. I can hang a left again, or I can go a bit further and then left. Let's go a bit further then left. I remember that bit not being that good. I'm pretty sure if we're lucky, we might get towards the lake. But we'll just roll round to Windmill Street anyways. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this meander so far, guys. This has been a treat. It's only 25 minutes from my house. It isn't actually that far, or half an hour. Traffic was a bit crap, but I literally only work about 5-10 minutes from here when I am able to work. But I've just got a meeting today. I've got a handover to do on a vehicle for something to come out of storage after a long term with us. But yeah, due to circumstances, both myself and the client, we've had to sort of cancel that contract for now, but we'll re-engage at some point. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, houses here are just absolutely magnificent. Such a beautiful place. Oh, I tell you what, you know, I said about being really into cars. I've just spotted an absolute Brahma on the street, so I'm gonna go across this way. Come, Moss. And yeah, we're on the sort of what I class as the area with the war memorial. Sort of centre of Brill, this is really. We'll go and have a look at this car in a second. She is a beauty. I believe it's a Triumph of some description. Yeah, all the old houses. Gorgeous. This is the kind of road walking I don't mind. Architecturally pleasing, for sure. Good boy, Moss. Change my hands. Across the road, mate. Blijf. Gen. And we just got the pointer up there, a few bits. Hear a dog barking at Moss. Yeah, I aim to block out the number plate of this vehicle, but yeah, Triumph. Not my favourite colour in the world. That's a lovely original example by the looks of things. Stunning. Again, not really my personal cup of tea, but I can still appreciate an old girl like that. They're definitely not the colour I'd like either. Come on, Yang. Good boy. Hey. Morning. Oh, impulse control, buddy. Just want to say hello to everybody. This is one thing that you don't get around the towns and cities anymore. In these sort of smaller rural communities, everyone says hello to each other, as it was. Good morning. Yeah, look at this property. That's Burnwood House. That would have been to do with Burnwood. Then we've got another sort of chapel type thing here. Oldish, but not ancient. Oh my goodness, I've just seen another car spotting with moss and jiff. Come on. An old 70s camper. Love it. Come on. This one's been here a while as well. Love the colour of this old girl. Bit of patina. Stunning. And whilst I like cars, nothing makes me happier than the classic one. Come on. Man, what I'd give to live here. It is by far one of my favourite villages in the area. I'll tell you what, go on, Moss, side of the road. So we don't, it's quite narrow, we'll cost this lady. Stop pulling, Mossy. Yeah, all these like greens on the houses that they're sort of introducing now are just lovely. Come on, Mossy. Come on, buddy. Volk. These slightly newer properties, but still lovely. I would have came out on the left if I took that turn earlier. I'm so glad I carried on that little bit more just to show off the history and architecture of this stunning village in Bucks. Brill on the hill. What an absolute pleasure you have been. And yeah, I'm glad. To everyone that's tuned in today, thank you ever so much for joining us again. I hope you enjoyed the meander with myself and Moss. And yeah, it's been great. Moss, blijf. Gen. Good boy. Yeah, these are slightly older towards the end, these properties. Sort of old laced with new, but mostly old cottages with a shed load of history here. I always forget how much. Yeah, just like look at that view as you come down the hill. It's amazing for cyclists as well. You will not go too far wrong. So the point is really good for a roast of pheasant is also not bad for food. Very, very nice indeed. But one thing that the pheasant has that the pointer does not is one of the best views from a beer garden in the local vicinity. There was the mole and chicken, which we're not going to the pub, it's too early. It's too early. There was the mole and chicken, but it sadly went into liquidation. And then you've got the Black Boy in Oving, which is basically, if you're looking the direction now, it's up and over this set of hills and on the next set. And yeah, we'll pop over to Oving, or Ooving as some people pronounce it, in the future. But here we are, back at the windmill. A lovely loop, 35 minutes in the end, but you can definitely knock off a good 5 for me, narrating a few bits. Sorry, a little burp there. So anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. Keep on meandering, be positive, and yeah, enjoy your walks and your adventures, just like Moss and I. Take care.